Hi guys, it's Amber Cranston, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome to another Whatcha Warming, which is my weekly home fragrance roundup where I talk about the candles I burned and all the wax melts, Scentsy and otherwise, that I've melted. So I always start with the candles and then move on to the non-Scentsy wax and then end with my Scentsy stuff. So first off, this is from Village Candle and it is Royal Nutcracker. Now this one is like a slight cinnamon spice with some fruity candy-like components. To me, it reminds me of those old-fashioned ribbon candies that you get at Christmas time. It's really nice. I like it. And the throw on it was about an 8 for me in my open concept, and I just love the label. So cute. So that's Royal Nutcracker. Next, from Homeworx, this is Let It Snow. The notes are gala apple, frosted pear, caramelized sugar, evergreen, and fresh mint leaf. Now this is a cool candle. It's not like overwhelmingly mint or anything, but you do get a cooling quality along with some aquatic notes. And then it's sweet. It's a very kind of like a clean type fragrance, I think. And it says that evergreen. I don't really get evergreen. This is just like a cool, clean, slightly sweet fragrance. The throw on it, unfortunately, wasn't a very strong one for me. It's about a 5 in my open concept, but it would work well in a smaller room. I think this would be a perfect candle for a bathroom. So that's Let It Snow. Then from Goose Creek is Bedtime Stories. This is almost a dupe of Bath & Body Works Marshmallow Fireside. Marshmallow Smoky Woods. To me, this one has more marshmallow than Marshmallow Fireside does. More marshmallow, less smokiness. It's a really nice candle and it has a really good throw. It was about a 7.5 to 8 for me. So that is Bedtime Stories. Next, from Homeworx again is White Birch. This came out last year as part of their TSV, if I remember right. It came in a pack of 4 candles, which they do for their special holiday TSV usually, and they're smaller containers compared to the bigger containers. This is only 14 ounces, and I think the larger jars are 18. The larger are 18. So this one is White Birch. The notes are white birch, fir balsam, and crisp winter air. This is nice. If you love that white birch woodsy type fragrance, this one is so good. I heard that Harry, who is the one that makes the Homeworx candles, I heard that he retired the white birch scent after this one last holiday. So not 2020, but 2019. Hopefully one day maybe he'll bring it back because it's such a nice fragrance, and the throw on it was about a 7 for me. So that's White Birch. And then next, also from the same collection, is Frosted Holly. The notes are iced Fraser fir, frosted holly berries, cool peppermint, and winter woods. Now this one, you guys, is so nice. This is also a woodsy fragrance. But you get that holly in this, holly leaf, holly berry, and a sweet woodsy note as well. I don't really get peppermint. Again, maybe it's just, it gives that overall cooling, wintry quality to the candle. But it's so nice. This was one of my favorites. Actually, both of these from that collection were my favorites. This one, the throw, I think the throw in this one's a tiny bit lighter than the throw in this one. I can't remember what I said this one was, 7 to 8. So this is probably like 6.5 to 7, but still room filling into kind of double room filling. So that is Frosted Holly. Okay, next up, before I get into the wax, I finished up Scentsy pods. So when I finish them up is when I'm like, oh, I should share this too. So this is in the Just Breathe fragrance. The pods aren't wax. They are little scent beads, and they go in Scentsy's wall fan diffusers, which are little fans that push out the fragrance. They go in the Scentsy Go, which also has a little fan, or the mini fan diffuser. So these are really good for areas that you worry about wax spillage, or you have pets or little fingers that want to get into wax. This is a good alternative. So the Just Breathe fragrance is like a eucalyptus mint combination. It's a nice, cooling, refreshing, clear your sinuses type of fragrance. My son loves fragrances like this. He likes minty fragrances. So this was mainly in his bedroom. So that is Just Breathe. Okay, next up from Goose Creek again, Holiday Rum Cake, which is a very rich, buttery, slightly chocolatey, cozy fragrance, cozy, cakey fragrance. It smells buttery, it smells, you kind of get a rumminess, a warm, rummy, mapley, chocolatey scent. If you love decadent bakery fragrances, this one is really good. And the throw on it is very strong as well, and in the wax melts anyway. And at about a 9, so that's Holiday Rum Cake. Also, from Goose Creek, Toasty Hot Toddy, which is similar to Holiday Rum Cake. This one is spicy. It's got a spicy cinnamon note, whereas this one's more buttery. So if you want a little bit of spice mixed in with the cozy, just kind of welcoming bakery type of fragrance, go with the Toasty Hot Toddy. Of the two, I prefer Holiday Rum Cake, but this one's a nice one too. And the throw on this one is the same at about a 9. Next up, one more from Goose Creek is Welcome Frosty. This is a nice scent. This is a vanilla-y, minty scent. It almost has a nutty component to it, but it's like peppermint, vanilla. It's nice. This is a good one, and I think it works if you're one that doesn't like specific Christmas scents after Christmas, but still want a wintry type scent. I think Welcome Frosty is a good one. The throw on this was about an 8. Okay, from Walmart, the Sensationals brand is Iridescent. This is one of the scents that I really do like by Sensationals. There's a few scents that I do really like by them, and this is one of them. A lot of their scents I haven't had the best luck with. Either the fragrance disappears super quickly, or it turns kind of funky after the first few hours, but this one is lovely. This is a woodsy, sweet vanilla, kind of slight, very, very slight smokiness with a spearmint in it as well. The smokiness to me almost comes across as tobacco leaf. It is such a nice fragrance. And I'm not normally a fan of spearmint, but it works so well in this. I love this one so much. I'm not sure if it's available anymore. I haven't looked this season or not, but if it is, because it is limited edition, but if it is available, I highly recommend this one. The throw on it is a 7 to an 8, so that is Sensationals Iridescent. Okay, a vendor wax now. This is Super Tarts. I did finish this one. This is Carlisle, which is chamomile and huckleberry. So this is a very herbally berry fragrance. You definitely get both notes, and it is a very strong one at a 9. It was nice. I probably wouldn't get it again just because it was almost a weird combination for me, that chamomile, that herbal with the very sweet berry. But definitely worth a try. So that is Carlisle. And next up, this is Destination Wax, another vendor wax. This one is Desert Tumbleweed. The notes are sage, sweet grass, cedar, peppermint, spearmint, and vanilla sugar. So this is a cooling, sagey, woodsy type fragrance. It was really nice. The throw was kind of lighter at about a 6, 5 to 6 for me. But I did enjoy it while I had it. Okay, next up, these are the ones that are not available anymore from Scentsy. They're Bring Back My Bars and limited holiday ones. They've retired all those now. That is January. But I'll still go through them for you. Feelin' Pine. This was from the Let It Snow collection, which was part of the holiday collection. This is a straight up pine tree. Stick your nose in the tree, pine tree. It's okay. It's a little too astringent for me. If you want a very authentic pine tree, if you don't mind that super astringent type note, then Feelin' Pine is a really good one. And it almost comes across while it's melting. It kind of turns into a cologne type scent. I'm not huge into cologne, as a lot of you know. So it was all right. I'm finishing it. Obviously, I don't hate it. But it was a good one if you like those type of fragrances. So that's Feelin' Pine. The throw on it was an 8, 7.5-ish. So also from the Let It Snow collection is Happy Holidays, which is a very unique scent. It's like a flambéed pear with some clove, and then it has evergreen too. It can be a very overwhelming, slightly cloying scent to me anyway, which is why I ended up not liking it all that much. I have to cut down on how many wax cubes I put in because it is very strong, can be very overwhelming for me anyway. The throw on it is a 9. So that is Happy Holidays. And then I did all 3 of them from the Let It Snow collection. This was my favorite, Berry Blessed. It's a very sweet, tart, cooling type cranberry scent. It's very pretty. It almost has a body care aspect to it, but very cool and tart and sweet cranberry. Very kind of like a fresh cranberry, if that makes sense. Rather than like candied cranberry pecan, that's more of like a cranberry that's been baked down or cooked down. This is a very light, fresh cranberry, cooling cranberry. The throw on this one was really good at an 8 to a 9. Okay, from the scents of the season is Cookies for Santa. This is a sugar cookie with some cinnamon and brown sugar, very buttery, and then there's supposed to be a milk note in it. It's very kind of sour, unfortunately. And this one is very strong compared to, like, Sugar Cookie is a softer fragrance. I wish Sugar Cookie was as strong as this one, because this one is a very strong one. Unfortunately, not my favorite. I wouldn't repurchase it. That sour note, I don't know if it's like a malt or something that's in it. I'm just not a super fan of this. Again, I will finish it, but I would not repurchase it. The throw on this one was about an 8.5 for me, 8.5 to 9. So very strong, just not for me. Okay, also, this was from the Holiday Bricks, but I got it through Scentsy Club in the bar form. And it is salted caramel toffee. If you love caramel, if you love butterscotch, if you love toffee, this one is really good. You get exactly what it says, salted caramel toffee. It smells like those Werther's Originals to me, with a salty note added in. Very good, very rich. You absolutely need to love caramel to adore this one, I think. But it's good. The throw on it was about an 8, so that's salted caramel toffee. Okay, now let's see. We from Bring Back My Bar. This last Bring Back My Bar is Apple S'mores. I know I mentioned before, I'm not really a fan of this one. It's okay. Apples, it's like a red delicious apple. And you get a woodsiness, and it's super sweet. Some other fruity note. Kind of makes it come across kind of medicine-y to me. So I'm not a huge fan of this one. But I will finish it. Throw is a good one at an 8. Next up, Sweet Plum Pastry. This is a very dark plum that has been baked in the oven. So you get that more intense, sweet, dark plum note. And the pastry in it isn't super strong. You get vanilla, you do get some pastry, but it's not very strong. I wish there was more pastry note in this. I think I would like it more. But I do enjoy it. It's just a very strong scent at a 9. So that's that. My Dear Watson, this was one of the ones that surprised me, because when it warmed, I really, really liked it. On cold, it's a little too cologne-ish for me, and it is still a cologne type scent when it's warming too, but it wasn't overwhelming cologne to me. You get a bergamot, you get slight woodsiness, there's kind of an almost aquatic feel to this, and a little bit of like men's cologne type spice. I really enjoy this one. The throw on it is about a 7, so that is My Dear Watson. This was from January 2020's Bring Back My Bar. Yeah, it was. Spice Berries. I love this one when I got it back in January. For a minute there, it was in my Scentsy Club. I have since taken it out to make room for other things. But this is a spicy berry, is what it is. And it's a really nice wintry type fragrance. The throw on it is about an 8, so that's Spice Berries. And then I finished Marshmallow Mint. This is a very nice smaller room, like my bedroom. That's where I had this one melting. At first it was in my open concept downstairs. Not as strong down there. So I couldn't really appreciate it as much, but here in my bedroom, it was very nice. A sweet buttery mint, and then a marshmallow type note, and as it's warming, you get that amber that's supposed to be in it. When it first starts melting, I don't really get the amber, but after a while, I do start to get the amber. It's not a super strong fragrance, even in my bedroom, probably a 6 at most, but it has a nice throw. I mean, not throw. The throw is about a 6, but it has, it lasts. It lasts and lasts. Even after melting it for 7 days, I could still smell it pretty well. I was just ready for a new scent. So that is Marshmallow Mint. Okay, these are all ones that are still available until the end of January, and then they will be retiring. First off, Dancing Sugar Plums, which was new this season. This reminds me of Black Raspberry Vanilla, except with plum, and a slight spice note. Very nice if you love those fruity, winter, cozy type fragrances. The throw on this one is about a 7 for me. Snowberry. Snowberry is like a winter strawberry, loganberry, and like a cooling peppermint. It's a very unique fragrance. When you think strawberry, you don't normally think winter, but it does really work in this fragrance. It's a very unique fruity fragrance. If you want a unique fruity, winter fruity fragrance, this one is very nice. The throw on it is about a 7. That is Snowberry. All right, Candied Cranberry Pecan. This I love. This is a bakery type cranberry. You get that cranberry, and again, like I said earlier, it is like a cooked cranberry rather than a fresh one. And then you get that nutty pecan. I know I had other notes, but that's pretty much what I get, just those two things. It's very nice, very cozy, a very good scent for the Christmas season. The throw on this is an 8 for me. That's Candied Cranberry Pecan. And then Hug in a Mug. This is good if you love those chocolatey, gourmand type fragrances. It's a milk chocolate. It smells exactly like a hot cocoa, like what you would assume. And then it also has like a hazelnut and like a chocolate chip cookie almost to it. I can't remember the exact notes, but I know it was cocoa and hazelnut. I do think there is, I think it said there was cookie dough, chocolate chip cookie dough or something, but that's what you get. It's very nice if you love those bakery type fragrances. The throw on it is a 7 for me. That is Hug in a Mug. All right, that's it, you guys. So those last ones that I talked about, they are still available. Get your orders in before February 1st because everything will be discontinued because we're moving on to the new catalog season. If you don't have a consultant, of course, I'd love to be your consultant. Thank you guys so much for spending some time with me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Until next time, TTFN, ta-ta for now.